Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the New Zealand Aerosports factory here. For those of you that don't know me and haven't been watching, I'm Dan. I'm one of the QC team members here. I'll get to look after all your canopies and double check them before they leave the factory. So today is one of the last video. There's the last video in our series. We're finding damage and what to do with dealing with that damage you might find on your canopies from the previous videos. All right, so we've got an old ragged out canopy here it's had a good life, probably about 2,000 jumps or so on it. I'm just going to bring you down here and show you some of the things that we might find on your canopy. So coming on down here. So what you might find when you're having a look around on your canopy is pinholes. So I said in one of the other videos around the warning label, you'll often find pinholes. On this side, it's not too bad. There's a couple little ones just here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Yeah, there's two little ones there. But if we turn this canopy over, you'll see there's a whole bunch more. And what we've done there is we've actually circled them. So they've been circled. These ones haven't been dated, but they've been circled just to kind of watch to see if they get any bigger. So, you know, little pinholes like this, they're quite common, and it's nothing really to worry about. You know, it's kind of just everyday use. Just keep an eye on them if you see them, or if you find them, you can circle them just like this. Then we get into slightly bigger holes or small cuts. So you'll see this one here was circled and it was dated, you know, 10th of last year, but you'll notice that the cut has actually gone out past the circle. So at some point it's got bigger, and that's the sort of thing that we don't like. We want to get that looked at. So that would probably require a patch. So take that to your local rigger. They should be able to patch that up for you. If you do find any holes or any things that you're not too sure of, you know, you can draw a little circle just like this. You can date it if you want to. You could take a photo with your smartphone. That's going to have the date on it, or even write it in your logbook when you find it. So, you know, after jump number whatever, you found this little hole at this location, and that way you can keep a track on it. We also, you can use the squares of the fabric. So if you'll see here, the fabric is made up of little squares, ripstop squares, and what we like to say is anything bigger than 4 squares you might like to go and get a rigger looked at. Possibly they might need to put a patch on it. You know, take it to them and they can have a look, or you can contact us with some photos. You know, you can draw the circle around it, draw the circle around the squares, just using a pen. You'll see here we've used a Sharpie, something a little bit more permanent, but that's just to show you it's a little bit brighter. You can just use a normal ballpoint pen and make the circles that way. Some little holes, probably a little bit smaller than that. If you want, you might be able to take to your local rigger, or even maybe the head packer might have some ripstop tape on the drop zone. So you might be able to just make a little patch out of some ripstop tape, put that on. We don't have any here to show you, but you could do that also. Bigger holes, bigger tears, you know, you might have snagged the canopy on walking past something sharp. You might maybe land it off, maybe even you've had some line burn, maybe at a line over or something like that. They're quite noticeable. Those would definitely need to be repaired, probably, and depending on how bad the damage is, it might be just a patch, it might be something a little bit bigger. Again, take that to your local rigger. They'll be able to help you out, and you know, just go from there. Again, any questions, you can feel free to contact us here at New Zealand Aerosports, either on the email or even on Facebook. Yeah, so that's basically what you want to do if you find any damage. So just where you might find damage is everyday use. You will find tiny little pinholes as your canopy gets a little bit older. Off landings, you might have landed off, you might have you know, snagged it in a tree or something like that. You know, line burn. Sometimes snagging on a tree, you might get a pulled thread. So walking past it, you might the stitching here on the thread might get pulled out. I don't have one here to show you, but it just pulls out a little bit longer than it should do, and it actually gathers the fabric closer together. If you find that, you can, again, take it to your local rigger. They might be able to ease it back out again and make it look pretty and not put excess tension where it's not supposed to be. So yeah, that's just a few items there of dealing with damage that you might find on your canopy just from you know, just general jumping. Again, if you have any questions, touch base with us or your local rigger. So thanks again for watching. See you later. Until next time, which I don't know when it'll be because this is the last one, like I said, the last video of the series. But hopefully you've enjoyed them, and maybe we'll see you again. See you later.